Agriculture, the main source of food for people on the planet. It is also the main source of income for nearly a third of the world's workers. However, the risk to food supply continues to grow as the land that sustains us continues to respond to the pressure of climate change, energy needs, and population increases. The Group on Earth Observations is constructing the Global Earth Observation System of Systems to help farmers and policymakers maximize their productivity and food security while preserving ecosystems and biodiversity. These are the stories of 3 local communities that are taking part in the GEO's capacity building initiative. Yadpur, Northwest India. This area is a semi-arid zone. The climate here is often quite unpredictable. The farmers here rely to a great extent on the annual monsoon. The monsoons, however, do not always come. The result is extreme drought. When the monsoons do occur, natural water holes fill with water. These water holes will then serve as the main source of water for the local community and wildlife. Only a few weeks after the monsoon, the water will already be polluted and will eventually disappear entirely. The NGO MGCS and the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO founded a village resource center in order to assist the farmers, providing specific training to tackle this challenge. The farmers then have the knowledge to choose the right type of plants appropriate for local water conditions.
We develop a concept of smart water harvesting, and this addresses basically the food security, environmental sustainability, and adaptation to climate change impacts.
The water harvesting pilot site is a prototype for a water storage system custom-made for this particular region. This site will be able to keep water supplies for families, farms, and animals over a period of extreme drought.
पूरी साल रो पानी बचत करना था कोई पिया गर्मी में पानी की कमी है तो वो भी पूरी हो सके अपन।
The entire system relies on state-of-the-art technology, retrieving satellite-based information in order to monitor current conditions, while farmers are always kept updated by visiting experts and through the training center.
It's basically for the management, monitoring, and also suggesting some action plans for the people, which can be adopted by people for development.
इससे हमारे को देख के बहुत बढ़िया खुशी हुई कि ये प्लांट बनाया और हम भी ऐसा प्लांट बना के खेती बाड़ी करेंगे और गाय भैंस के सारा वगैरह उगाएंगे और बहुत ही अच्छा प्लांट।
These efforts can now guarantee food security and access to clean water. Cachoeira Paulista, São Paulo, Brazil. This is one of the sites of the INPE Satellite Division and the Division for Image Creation. With the help of satellites, INPE is able to generate exact and reliable forecasts that are then used by local farmers in the region. To bridge the digital divide, INPE uses GEO-Netcast, a communication system for capacity building implemented by GEO. The most efficient supercomputers in South America then process the findings and make them available to different users. Their internet service provides weather information online day and night. This service corresponds to another service that provides special customized maps of the region for free download.
The GEO-Netcast contest, INPE has been actively promoting capacity building towards the usage of several environmental satellite products in benefit of a large community in different geo-societal benefit areas, especially in agriculture, weather and climate, energy and disasters.
Training and sharing information is a vital part of INPE's service, following the principles of data democracy, which are at the heart of the capacity building of GEO. The service relies on a permanent interaction with society, attending to farmers' needs and making all feedback public, so that the access to information, products, and services can be shared. Rice farming in Canas, Brazil. This is a particularly demanding crop that depends a great deal on specific climate conditions. Although the rice peeling machine dates from the beginning of the last century, the farmers of today are now able to rely on satellite-supported information available on the internet. Thanks to proper training, they can now make use of this information to improve the productivity of their fields.
A gente tem o tempo para o município aqui de 4 em 4 dias, então todo dia eu acesso para ver se tem mudança, porque no plantio que a gente faz nesse outro sistema, a gente tem que usar o tempo, se está sequinho, então a gente vai, agora, todo dia a gente acessa o computador à noite.
Nairobi, Kenya. This is the location of the RCMRD, the Regional Center for Mapping of Resources Development, a high-tech haven in the heart of Africa.
Within the framework of GEOs, we are actively involved in putting systems in place that makes Earth observation easily accessible to researchers, policymakers, and the ordinary citizens for societal benefit applications.
The satellite-supported RCMRD system provides information for early warning systems in regards to food security and drought management. This information is based on a variety of environmental data processing systems that use GIS technology as well as other techniques.
At the center, the activities we carry out today have moved from a technological perspective to an end-user needs perspective. For instance, in our activities with the Greenbelt movement, what we have seemed to do is develop end-user applications that allow them to effectively carry out reforestation activities.
The Greenbelt movement has for years initiated actions in different communities in order to increase national forest cover and restore essential ecosystems. These actions include, among others, the establishment of tree nurseries and the planting of seedlings on public lands, degraded forest areas, and private farms.
The Greenbelt movement has created a grassroots network of women who have understood the problems that face the communities.
Voluntary Green Rangers in the village of Kiria are making the first important steps towards reforestation.
You have to be committed, and that is why the women are committed to this, and that is why they have managed it. And at the same time, they have run these other activities that you have to sustain yourself with enough food, so you are in a position to come to the nursery.
The women have turned around their resources. They now have enough trees growing on their farms, and they can engage in other development activities because their minds are already settled.
The Greenbelt movement communities have already planted over 45 million trees in Kenya. The Greenbelt movement has integrated digital mapping and GIS into monitoring and evaluation procedures, counting on the support of its technological partners within the GEOS network. Every plant gets a GPS-based coordinate and maps are drawn up over the plantations. This makes it possible to monitor the development of the seedlings and the soil and eventually improve the productivity of the once degraded soil. This forest, for instance, was planted only 5 years ago. It consists of trees of various kinds in order to avoid problems that monoculture can cause. It is now a source of pride for this local community. GEOS's efforts continue to foster and support capacity building between the partnership of those who need development assistance and those who are able to assist them. It empowers people to tackle their own issues and provides sustainable solutions. GEO. Observe, share, inform.